Okay, time for a new video, and if this is the first video you've seen of mine, then thank you very much for checking it out. It is much appreciated, and feel free to leave a comment and check out my social media links in the description below. If this is yet another video of mine that you're watching, that was my watch by the way, if you heard that beep. If this is yet another video of mine that you're watching, then thank you very much for returning. Again, greatly appreciated. As always, apologies for the average quality of these videos. You have to make do with what you've got, and the fact that I don't really edit them, so if I stumble over my words, I apologise in advance. Today is yet another Eurovision related video and another Eurovision update type of video. And I did say some time ago that I was going to make about 2 or 3 of these types of videos every month in the lead up to the contest, just giving you my thoughts on all 42 countries that will be participating in Tel Aviv in Israel this May for the upcoming Eurovision Song Contest. And it would be great if you could leave your own thoughts down below. Let me know what you think of the acts that we know so far, or who you think might win some of the national finals. It's great to get a discussion going. This is a very, very small channel, I completely understand that, but it would be nice to see some of you having a chat in the comments. It's all good as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I really don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to get straight into it. Later today, we will know which half of which semi-final all the semi-finalists will be participating in, because it's the semi-final allocation draw within a few hours of me recording this, and I think it will be streamed online, so I might be checking it out. And we will also know which semi-final the automatic finalists will be voting in. In terms of the exact running order, we won't know that until probably towards the end of March. That's decided upon by the EBU and also the production team involved with this year's contest. So, I'm going to go through them all. And what we do know is that Switzerland will be in semi-final too, so I'll start with them. Switzerland, we know some of the songs in contention, but that was some time ago. We know nothing else. And it's a big year for the Swiss. They've got to get themselves back into the grand finals. Sabolta, the last person to make the final for Switzerland, he's involved. It could be him. Who knows? Albania, we know the singer, we know the song, moving on. Armenia, we know the singer, we have known the singer's name for ages. It's Serbuk, we don't know anything about the song yet. Australia, national final, 9th of February. It's the first time they're having a national final. I think we know all but one of the songs in contention, or all but 2. It's an okay batch of songs, nothing special. However, there is one that I think is truly superb, and I am amazed, really quite surprised, more people aren't talking about this one song. I heard it the other day. I'd been out somewhere and I came back and listened to it, and it was the first song, and it remains the only song that I've heard this Eurovision season that I think if it went to Tel Aviv, it might win the whole thing. Who knows? Feel free to let me know what you think. It's Zero Gravity by Kate Miller-Heidke. Big star in her own country for many years, lots of success over there, not so much outside of her own country, which is a bit of a shame. This song is very special. It's classical pop. It's quite cool and different and fresh, and live it could be amazing. And Kate's such an experienced musician, she'll certainly know what she's doing on stage. It could be amazing, it really could. If you haven't heard it, check it out, because I think it's really something special. None of the other songs really come close. Courtney Act, not for me. A lot of people really like Electric Fields' entry, which is called 2000 and whatever. It's okay, I haven't heard the whole song though, so I'll be doing that at some point. Shepherd's entry, Shepherd, a pretty successful band in Australia, their entry On My Way will be revealed at the start of next month. Unless it is incredible, I think this is maybe Kate's to lose. But if you're Australian, let me know, because maybe she's a complete outsider. Austria, the singer will be revealed tomorrow, but we don't know anything about the song yet. Azerbaijan, I believe there is a short list of names, and I believe that short list was made even shorter recently. I could be talking a load of rubbish there, but no real solid details yet. Belarus, no details yet, but there'll be a national final, I'm sure. Belgium, we do know the singer. It's a male soloist called Elliot Vassamile. He's 18 years old. He was on Series 7 of The Voice Belgique. because The Voice seems to be a pre-Eurovision thing for many countries now. Yes, first male soloist for Belgium since Loic Notte in 2015. I've got high hopes. Belgium was my favourite last year, and I really hope they can return to the final and blow other countries away. But we'll see. They deserve to win again, that's for sure. Croatia, we do know that they'll be having a national final on the 16th of February, Dora 2019. We know the names of the singers, we know the names of the songs, but we haven't heard them yet. Jacques Hudek, who represented his country in 2017, has co-written an entry for Rocco Blažević called The Dream. Maybe he is one of the favourites. I don't know. We've also got acts including Elis Lovric, For Tenora, Lydia Bacic. I don't know. There's a mixture of songs with English titles and Croatian titles. Croatia, of course, did not make the final last year. Cyprus, we know it's going to be Replay, performed by Tamta, but we haven't heard it yet. The Czech Republic, oh dear, 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 dear. The Czech Republic revealed its entry a very short time ago. They're going to be represented by Lake Malawi, who, to be honest, I think are a somewhat successful band in the Czech Republic anyway, so they have fan support there already. Friend of a Friend is the name of the song. It's indie pop. It's not that good. It was the jury's favourite as well. The second favourite with the public, who thought that Space Sushi was the best song. Jakub Ondra, ridiculous. What on earth were the Czech Republic voting for here? I don't know. Barbara Mochova actually finished in 4th place. The Lana Del Rey look-alike and sound-alike. I can't believe it. Dear, dear me. The Czech Republic, no final for them this year. Surely a lot of Eurovision fans would agree with me on that. Denmark, national final, 23rd of February. We know no details about singers or songs yet. Estonia, Estilau, the national final format, 16th of February, same as Croatia, same as Latvia. I'll get onto them in a minute. But Estonia, yes, we know the singers, we know the songs. Greta Paya, I think, is my favourite. Greta Paya, not entirely sure how you pronounce her name, but her. Victor Krone, probably the one to beat. We'll see. Finland, 29th of January, tomorrow. Finland also revealed their entry, but the song not until the start of March. Georgia, they're using Georgian Idol, which I believe is the first time that show has been running in Georgia. The singers' names are online somewhere, but I don't know what they are, and the song won't be revealed until the start of March anyway. Greece, it says January here. There's only a few days to go, so we'll see what happens with Greece. They need to bounce back from last year's failure. Hungary, we know the singers, we know the songs, we know some of the songs that have progressed to the next stage. It looks as though Hungary haven't learnt their lesson. Last year they sent heavy rock, or metal if you prefer, and it didn't do terribly well. Looks like they're going to send the same thing this year, because Fatal Error, 45 points in Heat 2 of Adal, which was the other evening. That's a huge score. It's going to take some beating. But honestly, if it didn't work very well last year, what makes you think it's going to work very well this year? I don't know. I think Hungary need to try something different myself. Iceland, we know the singers, we know the songs. 2nd of March, we have Daniel Oliver, Eithli Grill, Scathy and Gleamur. I'm butchering these names, apologies. Friedrich Omar, Hattari, Heidrun Anna Bjornsdottir, Heira Bjork is back, surely the favourite here. Ivar Daniels, Christina Skubo Berenson, Thordis Imsland, and Tara Moby. It's not a bad batch of songs. I know a lot of people really like Hattari, this trio of guys. Quite a scary look, I guess. They don't scare me, but quite a scary look. Hate Will Prevail is the English title of that song. I'd be surprised if that won this national final. Hera Bjork, probably the favourite, but I know that Friedrich Omar is a pretty big star, and he's tried to represent Iceland plenty of times, and he was part of Euroband in 2008. His song's okay, but are any of these songs good enough to get Iceland back to the final? Maybe with a little bit of a revamp of whatever song wins. Thordis Imsland is probably my early favourite. Anyway, moving on. Ireland, no details yet. Latvia, we know the singers, we know the songs. We know some of the songs that have progressed through to the final. Surely that can't be right. Or by Laime Pilniga winning semi-final 1. Oh dear, dear, dear. Edgar's Kralis with Cherry Absinthe arguably is the strongest song of the whole batch. But the semi-final 2, which will take place on the 2nd of February, Marcus Riva, Carousel, Adriana Miglane, some okay songs there, double-faced eels. Regardless, I'm not sure Latvia will qualify for the final this year. We shall see. Lithuania, we do know the majority of the songs. We know the names of all the singers and the songs. The early favourite is Run with the Lions by Urius, which I've heard. It's not bad, but really, Lithuania have one choice and one choice only. Monica Maria. If it's not her, you've got no chance. Macedonia, Tamara Todevska is back, internally selected, represented her country as part of a sort of trio of acts in 2008. We shall hear the song pretty soon, I'm sure. Malta, the winner of their first edition of the X Factor, is Michaela Pace. Very young singer, pretty good voice. She was born in January 2001, so she's 18. In fact, it was her birthday the other day. High hopes for Malta. We'll hear the song soon. Moldova, we know the singers, we know the songs. 3rd of March. I've got to say I'm not blown away by anything. What ones do I like? I can't remember which one my favourite was. Diana Breskin, that song's not bad. Anna Kusarenko, not bad. Alla Zasmenko, not bad. Yes. Moldova, they always send something a bit out there, if you see what I mean. So we'll soon see. Montenegro, 9th of February. Songs haven't been revealed yet, but there's 5 entries, all in Montenegrin, including one that's been co-written by the person who co-wrote Molitva for Maria Serifovic, the winner in 2007 for Serbia. Moving on. The Netherlands are going to be represented by Duncan Lawrence, who appeared on The Voice of Holland. Can you believe it? He's 24, he'll be 25 for the contest. 7th of March for that entry. Rumours are that it was leaked online, and I listened to the supposed leaked entry the other day, a piano ballad. If it's going to be that song, it sounds pretty good. If it's going to be something else, fair enough, I'll wait to hear it. But he sounds like a pretty good singer. High hopes for the Dutch. Norway, 2nd of March. We know the singers, we know the songs. They are Adrian Jorgensen, Annalisa Kumoji, Karina Dahl, Chris Medina, D-Sound, Erland Bratland, Hank von Hell, Ingrid Bergmeus, Kano, and Merland, who, of course, along with Deborah Scarlett, finished in the top 10 in 2015. My personal favourites, him, with En Livred Man, which means a life-scared man, apparently, and Kano with Spirit in the Sky, which is a very typical Eurovision type of song, but it's pretty good. One thing's for sure, though, I don't think Norway will be winning this year. Moving on to Poland, 8th of February, no details yet. Portugal, we know the singers, we know the songs. Festival de Canção, 2nd of March. Now, there's one song here that everybody is raving about. I've got to be honest, I think I'm the only Eurovision fan who doesn't really like it that much. Oh, so many dislikes coming my way. But anyway, the songs are, and here goes my Portuguese pronunciation, Adois for 2 by Kalema, Telemóveis, Mobile Phones by Conan Osiris, Inertia by Ana Claudia, EOKE, It Is What It Is by João Campos, Hoje, Today by Felipe Cale, Mais Brilhante que Mil Sóis, Brighter Than a Thousand Suns by Ela Limão, O Meu Sonho, My Dream by Soraya Tavares, Perfeito, Perfect by Mate, O Lugar, The Place by Lara Lakish, Mundo a Mudar, World to Change by Madre Paz, Mar Doce, Pleasant Sea by Mariana Bragada, Lava by Dan Riverman, that very sounding Portuguese name, Igualati, The Same As You by NBC, the American Broadcasting Company, Debaixo do Luar, Under the Moonlight by Miladores, that's not a bad song, O Jantar, The Dinner by Marlon, and Punya, Struggle by Surma. It's a pretty dated batch of songs. However, Conan Osiris, who must be a big star in Portugal from the sounds of it, his song is very, very different, a bit radical, very unique. I've heard some of it. It is a very interesting song, and not necessarily in a bad way, but are 50-year-old jury members in Georgia going to really love it? I don't think they will, but if they liked Salvador, they might like this. He's surely the favourite, but I just can't get into it. It's a bit like 1944, the winning song for Ukraine a few years ago. I didn't really like that song very much. It won, I was a bit disappointed. I still don't really like the song that much, but I can appreciate it for what it is. I think that's the key thing. So this song, while I'm not such a fan at the moment, maybe in time I will enjoy it more. At the moment, though, I'm not really getting the hype. Moving on. Romania, we know the singers, we know the songs. The first semi-final of their national final was yesterday, and we know that Bella Santiago won it, apparently, and a few other songs are through as well. Bella is probably the one to beat, but Laura Bretan, with Dear Father, is a very strong contender. She'll be performing in semi-final 2 on the 10th of February. Moving on, Russia, 1st of February, they'll be revealing their act. Will it be Sergei Lazarev? Probably. Will they be throwing the kitchen sink at Eurovision again? Probably. Moving on to San Marino, Serhat is back. Turkish-born Serhat. The song will be revealed next month. I expect it will be a very cheesy thing, but let's not forget that San Marino weren't far away from qualifying in 2016 with him at the helm. They finished above Iceland. What a joke. Moving on to Serbia. We know the singers, we know the songs, but the songs have not been revealed just yet. Vladimir Grajic, that guy who was involved with Molitva, he's back again. Sashka Yanks, she's involved. She was in the national final last year. I'm interested in hearing Nevena Bozovic's entry, Junior Eurovision and Eurovision in 2013 with Moje 3. Her song is called Kruna, which means crown, and she wrote it apparently. Slovenia, yesterday, snippets of the songs were revealed. 10 songs. I think this is not a bad batch of songs at all. Slovenia, remember, are usually underrated, actually. I'm quite impressed. Ula Lojar, Junior Eurovision a few years ago, she's involved. Her song is called Fridays, but I don't think that's going to be the winner. Kim, with Rhythm Back to You. Mareja, who represented Slovenia in 2015, have co-written it, along with Jimmy Jansson, who appeared in Melodifestivalen in Sweden a few years ago, many years ago, but is mainly a songwriter these days. Raven, who I think has green hair now, she's back. Is it her time? Probably. She's last up in this national final. Chaos, meaning chaos. That's the name of her song. That could be amazing live. It really could be. One thing's for sure, Slovenia, I think, might well be in the final again this year, and it would be fairly deserved. Sweden, it all kicks off this week. Melodifestivalen, it begins. Oh, I think Sweden will take some stopping myself, and I haven't even heard any of the songs yet. Ukraine, we know the names of the singers, we know the names of the songs. Some of the songs have been revealed. I don't really know who the favourite is. Probably Kazka. I don't know. If you're Ukrainian, let me know. And then, of course, we have France. France will be represented by Bilal Hassani with Wa, which was co-written by Madame Monsieur, who represented France last year. I mean, he absolutely won by a mile in the end. The public vote swayed in his favour. What I will say here is that the jury votes maybe are a sign that he might struggle in Tel Aviv. The performance was okay, but it's so static. There's not enough movement. There's not enough power. Vocally, he needs to be a bit stronger too. I think his image helps, in all honesty, and I think the song is fairly accessible. So there's a lot of things working in his favour. The staging just needs to be stronger, and he'll have an opportunity to make it stronger in Tel Aviv. I personally wouldn't have chosen Bilal to represent France, and if this song doesn't do terribly well in Israel, I don't think anybody can be really surprised. But we'll see. We'll see. He beat Simone, who finished second, and Chimène, who finished third. Yes, that's France. Remember, France were big fan favourites last year, completely flopped. Germany, we know the singers, we know the names of the songs, but they haven't been revealed yet. Israel, we know some of the singers, and we know nothing about the songs yet, but we know some of the singers. Italy, I'm really looking forward to Italy. 9th of February, San Remo Festival. Quality and class, left, right and centre. It's going to be amazing. Spain will be represented by Mickey with Lavender, which means the blindfold. This is a fun, upbeat, catchy number. Will Spain finish in the bottom 5 again? Probably. Do they care? Probably not. But this is a really good song, actually. I think it was the right choice in the end. He's very charismatic, a lot of energy. That comes through on screen. I don't think much needs to change. Keep it completely in Spanish. This deserves to finish towards the top 10, if not in the top 10. But of course, we don't know many of the songs yet. And the UK, you can watch my previous video to hear my thoughts about the UK's chances. 3 songs, which is not enough. 6 acts. If it's not Kerry Ann with Sweet Lies, or Michael Rice or Holly Tandy with Bigger Than Us, we can kiss goodbye our chances to finishing in a respectable position in Tel Aviv. It's an okay batch. I keep using that word, but it's an okay batch, but it's nothing special. And that's it. I'm going to stop filming now. This has been 22 minutes almost. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that song I mentioned earlier for Kate Miller-Heidke in Australia, do you think that song's a strong contender? Because I certainly do. It's the only song I've heard so far where I've really gone, whoa, this is really, really something quite impressive. Do you think the UK will do well? What do you think about Bilal for France? What about Lake Malawi for the Czech Republic? Oh dear, no final, I don't think, this year for the Czechs. What a shame. No Prague 2020. Alas. Anyway, that's it. I'll be making another one of these videos next month at some point, and of course next month's very busy in the world of Eurovision. Lots of songs will be revealed. Tomorrow, Austria, of course, Finland as well. And that's it. That really is it. Feel free to leave comments. Much appreciated. Please respect my opinions as I will with yours. And I watch so many Eurovision related channels. I'm subscribed to about 50 on YouTube. And yeah. Feel free to leave comments, all greatly appreciated. I'm now really waffling. Until next time, bye for now.